wouldn't get this from any other guy. I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. We've known each other for so long. Your heart's been aching, but you're too shy to say it. Inside we both know what's been going on. We know the game and we're gonna play it. And if you ask me how I'm feeling, don't tell me you're too blind to see. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you, never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Give you up, give you up. Never gonna give, never gonna give, give you up. Never gonna give, never gonna give you up. We've known each other for so long. Your heart's been aching, but you're too shy to say it. Inside we both know what's been going on. We know the game and we're gonna play it. I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you, never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you, never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say
melhorar e volta sempre que negativamente individualmente individualmente in hallelujah. Yeah, you me, no, I'm not just to in the issue it matters whatever yeah, and I haven't enough minimum in this, but you shall so curious and so um of time services when they are and children behavior and of of now. So anyway, I I always try to do your service to the man. I would do, I would do, I would be, I'd be the service. Um, any of a medium. Yeah, and then I would do two movies and the above for 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 the summer. So we keep the film just one and do it to know all Mr. Putin in me. I have it a visual people and so this is the minimum. This is cinema. But but and this maintaining is supposed to do it. Anyway, it can be you never need to be for um and no other than the direction place department is not a member state. So and here uh, 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 you know, I mean, Became my mother. Very over here for wings, not to me, in community.
Welcome back to another episode of Scamfish presented by SocialCatfish.com. On today's episode, we speak to a woman named Luna from Australia who met a man named Dr. George Fuller on the dating app Match.com. After agreeing to having an open relationship with her husband, who she also met on Match.com, Luna has sent Dr. George around $250,000 in just a few months of knowing him. Today, Luna will open up about her experience with her online romance scam. Real quick, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your comment and like could help stop someone from being.
By the way, before before we stop, just before we start this video, what the hell, what the hell is this open relationship business? I mean, what is that? You happy in your relationship, but you have up to can you what? Never, never open relationship. Never open relationship. Just a friendship for just seven, maybe
Scammed. Let's get into it.
My name is Luna. I'm from Sydney, Australia. I have three adult kids. I do work as a banker. I've been in banking industry for the past, God knows, 20 years or more. It started when my then husband doing some FaceTime with his colleague. And then when I mentioned it to him, he said, there's no harm in doing it. You can do it too. Like, there's no physical contact. It's just online. He did not think that he was cheating by doing what he did. I actually found out by accident because I saw it on the laptop, the messages, because it's seen from his phone, and he didn't realize that, that I can see it on the laptop. So when I confronted him, he denied that. He said he was just trying to boost up her confidence. And I said, that is not your place to do that, because that is her husband or her boyfriend's place to boost her confidence. So I feel really betrayed. Yeah, maybe in a sense that I want to prove to him that I am still attractive. I'm still able to find someone else. So that was the reason.
oh, so it's not really an open relationship. It can, it's up, looking after the summer, bro, maybe, and live a chubby, but you not a
reason why I went to Match.com.
Luna and her husband were going through a tough time. They both agreed that it was okay to date online as long as neither of them come in contact with the person they were dating. That's when Luna logged on to Match.com and a man who claimed he was a doctor reached out to her.
I didn't really browse through it. I was just doing it for fun, and I was approached. Dr. George Mahler contacted me via Match.com. He just introduced himself as a doctor, a neurosurgeon working for MSF, which is Doctors Without Borders in Yemen, and he explained himself to be a widow. His wife died 7 years ago, and he's currently stationed in Sana'a in Yemen. When he saw my profile, he was intrigued with me, and he would like to have a real relationship.
Sure. How is it? He doesn't say living there. Okay.
Because he hasn't found anyone for the past 7 years. Dr. George Marlowe looks really like a professional doctor, a good looking guy, really tall, really kind looking person. And I thought, okay, as a doctor, he fits all the criteria, it fits all
What can you mean? I don't even know.
the, it just very believable that he's a doctor. I didn't have any suspicion at all when I look at the picture. 3 times a
You have brain. I tell you
day, he will message me via WhatsApp.
Dr. Muller and Luna began to text every day. Although they never video chatted or talked on the phone, they didn't go a morning or night without texting each other.
Back in my mind, I was like, oh, this email is really, it's like a storybook. I said, oh, you can be a writer. You write such a good story. Like, it just made me feel like on cloud nine. Like, basically, I feel I have all the attention, the love, and probably about less than a month later, he was saying, why are you doubting me? I said, well, I don't know who you are. I said, well, just prove to me that who you really are. So that was when he sent me a snapshot of his passport that showed who he was, like American.
how goes the perfect problem, right? Even I don't know, I don't know that if you can do that, no, okay, but
Citizen, date of birth. That was when I said, oh, okay.
oh, that, okay, I mean, what?
I'm sorry that I doubted you. I said, I have been burned before, and I have been hurt by my past relationship, my past marriages, and I built up this wall, and I don't simply just say I love you. And he said, yeah, no wonder you never use the L word. I said, yeah, it's not something that I use easily until I feel more comfortable with a person.
Dr. Muller was moving really fast. He was telling Luna he loved her within a week of knowing her. All of the things that he told her felt like it was straight out of a fairy tale storybook.
Yeah, I felt really good. Like, I felt love. I felt he said the right thing. He said all the beautiful things, all the right things, and that made me feel so much love. I should have listened to my hate instead of my heart, because at that time they were red flags. A few times I tried to call him and he said, "Oh, I can't talk to you right now. The internet connection is no good."
At this point, Luna was really starting to fall for this man. He told her that he had a house for her in his hometown, Durham, North Carolina, and they would travel the world together.
The way he painted this picture of the life that we are going to have in Durham, we are going to have two houses here in Sydney, another one in Durham.
Good you help me do what you have to make not to have to do. Physical project with the person you didn't allow, but it was there.
It painted all this future. He was supposed to purchase medical equipments. I helped him because he said he has ISP or internet connection problem in Yemen. So he gave me all his internet details or internet banking details to make the transfer to these Uzunku medicals in Turkey for the remaining balance that he need to pay.
This is when it all started. Luna went to bncdigitaltruist.com, logged into Dr. Muller's bank account with the information he sent her, and wire transferred his money from his bank account to begin the payment, starting with a $425,000 wire transfer for the medical supply.
That was when I tried to use his internet banking to make the payment, and the
Images. That was just the first.
account was blocked. And then he said, "Oh, would you be able to help me? I will pay you back." And because I saw his account, which has like over 3.5 million, and with the payment of 450,000, he still got 2 million USD. So I did. I helped him with the first pot in Italy. That was 92,500 euro. I have to do like 5 payments because it is a multiple of 20,000 every day. And then the second problem was when a month later, when it's supposed to be another pot in UK, and then the last payment was supposed to be in Port Louisiana, which is currently still being held there, in April. So within the 3 months period, I helped him with all this money.
Luna started sending the money through wire transfer to Dr. Muller. She wanted to get all of these payments done and over with so she could finally meet this man in person. Her bank account would only allow her to transfer $10,000 at a time. Dr. Muller's problems just never stopped. She sent wire transfer after wire transfer until her bank account was completely drained.
All the transactions that I have gone through was from my savings initially. When I run out of money in my own saving, I have to sell my shares. My life saving gone. Yeah, those were my life savings. I was even going to sell my Rolex watch at one stage. I can only get less than half I pay for, so I didn't sell that. But I lost all my entire savings. I'm not used to not having money. Dr. George Muller is supposed to come here on April the 29th, 2022. Of course, he never arrived because he said he got detained in Qatar, in Doha. And
Well, really, you got to do anything. How, how, well, how could we put out for
I feel really scared of my safety because he has my address because he was supposed to come here. In the end, I told my husband to move back just for security reason because I'm living on my own. And my husband encouraged me to go on the online dating. That drove me to this person. And then when he moved out, I felt the loneliness and I need someone to talk to. So if he didn't say that, I never done this. Definitely, he pushed me towards this. That's why when he moved out, he didn't have any money to live on. He was broke. Like he's always broke. His account always like nearly zero. He doesn't have any money. No one in my family, not my husband, not my children, not my best friend, no one knows what I have gone through. I'm just too embarrassed to talk to my family or my friends. I just can't.
After all these years, if I was given it, if I was given it to money to put that, I don't go hurt.
Believe that I lost all this money. 275,000 Australian dollars or American would be a quarter million. It's a lot of money to lose. And I work hard for that. And I keep on thinking, how did it happen? Why am I so stupid? And I'm beating myself up and I couldn't concentrate at work.
Why did you, why did you stupid? Now,
I just want to find out who they are, but I believe they are Nigerian. I just need a confirmation or closure.
We took a look at all the information Luna sent us. The first thing we did was check out the website that supposedly had millions of dollars in it. We got the login to the bank account and began investigating. We weren't able to log into the account at first. We received the same message that Luna received when Dr. George claimed the account was locked. We did a little clicking around and we were able to get into the account. This banking site was really glitchy. The website showed that the money was in the account, but after looking at the spelling errors and all of the unclickable buttons on the site, and I could even pull out a $10 billion loan under Dr. Muller's account. We knew this bank was fake. We decided to check the Who Is history. We found that the site was just created last year. It was obvious that whoever created this site just wanted Luna to feel comfortable with lending Dr. Muller money. Next, we ran a reverse image search on the photos. We were able to find the real man in minutes. Hold on though, guys. We have a quick message from our sponsor. If you're looking to find the identity of your online lover, you can start with the tools on our site, socialcatfish.com. You can click this YouTube card or click the link in our bio. Just hitting like, comment, and subscribe helps us build more tools out for you to use in the future. It was time to sit down with Luna and tell her what we had found. So, has anything changed since your first interview? Does your husband know anything about this whole thing?
I have not spoken to him in regards to this. I went and saw my psychologist on Monday, as well as my doctor on Monday, and we agree that he doesn't need to know because I'm going away anyway, so it's no point like letting him know now, and then who knows what will happen while I'm away. I will be away for at least 12 weeks, so I will be in the States from the July the 1st to September the 23rd. So I don't want to rock the boat by telling him right now. So I'm not ready to open up to my husband nor my children.
Are you concerned with him finding out that you were in a relationship, or the money that was lost?
Yes, correct. That was another reason why he moved back, because I need assistance in regards to paying off my mortgages. So this is not my only properties. I have other investment properties whereby he was occupying when we were separated, when I asked him to move out. Yes, so I need the extra income to service. Especially the interest rate have increased recently. For the past few weeks, it has increased a couple of times. So yes, I am currently don't have that reserve anymore. I used to have emergency fund or a huge reserve, but they are all gone. Of course, he doesn't know that, so I don't want him to, ask questions and all that. And I'm going to be away. I just don't want to rock the boat.
A lot of scams stem from the situations or the relationships that people are in or came from.
All these years, I have been the how should I put it? I suppose like breadwinner, because my husband never have any money left. Every payday, he will give 3/4 of his pay towards our household expenses, and then he will spend whatever left in his account. So he has never ever had savings. So all these years, for the past 10 years, I have been the one that has been managing our finances, and he doesn't know that I also accumulated some savings throughout these 10 years. And even when I was in a relationship or online relationship with Dr. George, in regards to my trip to US, that was another reason why I'm going to the US. Is firstly, I want to do something for myself, and I want to get away from my current environment or situation. My doctor and my psychologist did think that it is a good move.
You sent, I think, about $200,000 worth of wire transfers to George to a Turkish bank account. So we called the headquarters of the Turkish bank, and the customer service was terrible. I asked them if they had a fraud department for their bank, right? Because all banks should have a fraud department, and they completely avoided the question. We checked out the bank's reviews. We saw a lot of odd reviews. I think you should probably just take a look at them, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
So the next thing we want to talk about, Luna, is Dr. George. So you had come to Social Catfish, and you ran Dr. George's images through your account. And what had happened was you had found out who the real person was in the image. So that real person is Dr. Parker. So what we had done is we had reached out to Dr. Parker through Instagram, and he actually got back to us with a statement. So what he had said was, it happens all of the time. Probably hundreds of women have contacted me saying someone is using my photos. I've tried to report as many as I can, but most of the time they're not taken down. There is no way I can control it.
How do you feel about online dating?
Definitely, I'm not going to do that anymore. I did not want to go on in the first place. I did it just out of spite, and I wouldn't never want to go back again. Never. I don't believe in that anymore. However, on the flip side, I met my current husband actually on Match.com 10 years ago.
Wow.
A lot of things must have changed. I believe there was no verification of the profile created now. That was my downfall, my own fault. 10 years ago, it wasn't like that. That's why I would not ever go back to do anything online, not even just other sites. No way. I don't believe in that anymore. Never ever will do that again. It's just not worth the emotional. I'm just not in the right headspace after that. So no, never. I would never ever go back on anything online. The reason for me sharing these stories to help other people who might go through the same experience, also maybe prevent future people from being scammed. Unfortunately, there are evil people in the world. I'm just trying to do the good things, so hopefully something will come back, good deeds come back to me. Who knows?
We appreciate your time, Luna, and we thank you again for taking the time, sharing your story, and being brave and opening up about, what has happened to you.
Yeah, thank you. It hasn't been easy. Um, Mentally, I'm still trying to get over this. But I just have to be thankful and grateful that at least I did not lose all my whatever I have. I still got something at least to fall back on.
Hmm.
Thanks for watching another episode of Scamfish presented by SocialCatfish.com. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time.
Who was that?
Scams come in so many different forms. If you have been a victim of any of the scams below, please email us at sharemystory@socialcatfish.com. We'll get to the bottom of it with help from our Social Catfish team. By sharing your story with our YouTube audience, we can educate. If you've been a victim of any of the scams
No, what you please put
below, please email us at sharemystory@socialcatfish.com. We'll get to the bottom of it with help from our Social Catfish team. By sharing your story with our YouTube audience, we can educate, spread awareness, and maybe someday we can put an end to these scams.
now. Just that. What have you given? Oh,
Can I hear an amen?
They thought he was a gift given to them by God. They just thought the world of it.
Something always felt wrong about it. It just didn't hit me in my gut right.
You cannot be the pastor of a church with a sexual conviction crime.
Tim Tillman was an evil, conniving person. Whatever it took to get it, he would get it.
The coldest person that I have come across.
Vincent, Alabama has a population of about 2,000 people.
Everybody knows everybody. Feel like you can leave your door unlocked if you wanted to, or leave your keys in the car if need be.
We're willing to help each other in any way possible.
Is the person you're married to like a business partner you can just move on from when things get tough?
I was a member of Vincent Revival Center, and that's where I first met Tim Tillman.
When the going gets tough, the tough get going home to sort it out.
He was probably the best speaker I'd ever heard from the pulpit.
When you go home today, all you husbands, you tell your wives you appreciate them.
He understood how to work the crowd, if that's the right word.
Marriage is a covenant with God.
His charisma made it excitable to be at church. I looked at him as a mentor.
Tim Tillman arrived with his wife at the Vincent Revival Center, Alabama in 2003, after 10 years spreading the gospel in pulpits from Florida to Minnesota.
We really thought, in the terms we'd hit a home run when we were able to hire him as our pastor. Typically at the end of a service, he would greet everyone as they came out of the church.
I do good.
And everybody was, oh, Pastor Tillman, that was a great sermon today.
Truly inspiring. Thank you so much.
And he tended to eat that up.
Janet Tillman was the most precious person. She was very humble. She was a wonderful mother, a wonderful pastor's wife. Tim was the preacher, but Janet was the glue that held it together.
I think she really strove hard to be the perfect wife. She was always there to support him.
They had 2 daughters. Jessica was the oldest and Tiffany was the youngest.
I saw Janet as the person who made Tim look good.
Pastor Tillman believes charity is at the core of his mission. When Hurricane Katrina hits Louisiana, he sees it as an opportunity to bring the community together.
Tim brought the idea about raising money for the Katrina disaster down in Louisiana. He offered the idea of a turkey shoot. You would have to walk over to a table, pay the money to get 1 shell. You would be directed to put the shell in, and then you'd be directed to shoot. At the end of the 3rd turkey shoot, there was a gun that was jammed, so it was obviously no longer usable.
Another church member offers to take the broken gun away to get it fixed.
And Tim just turned around and saying, no, I just want to take the guns home with me. I'll keep them all with me. I appreciate it, though.
He told Janet, hey, we need to put these guns in the house for safekeeping.
I don't want to leave them in the church where the kids are at. It's too dangerous.
So Janet takes one of the guns in and goes in first, and then he takes the 2 other guns.
Tim's plan is to put the guns under the bed while they're being stored at his house. Janet went into the bedroom first and was approaching the bed. Tim went in behind her.
The gun hit the side of the doorpost and went off 3 feet from her back.
Janet is lying there telling Tim that she loves him and that she loves the girls. Janet is bleeding to death.
I come out of the church and I look up there at the house, and there was ambulances, police, and various first responders. When I got there, it was very intense. Tim had his hands over his face, talking about, what have I done, what have I done? Just kind of saying that over and over and over.
When I got out of the car, someone met us and said, Janet did not make it. My heart was breaking for the 2 girls. They were distraught, they were sobbing. I wanted to be sobbing too, but I felt like I had to be strong for them.
The police came in and said, we need Tim to go downtown to the police station to give a statement. I thought that's awful.
I'm sorry, Janet.
Try to be supportive for him and let him know that we're there to help him. There's really nothing you can say. You can just be there.
I don't know what happened. I was following her. I was following her behind, and she had 1 gun, and I was carrying 2, and I don't know how it went off.
The idea that he's going to live now with this accident, it was very heartbreaking. It was tragic. You wish you could change it, but you can't.
After they talked to the girls, my husband told me that they were going to our house to stay.
Yep.
We were so concerned for Tim that they pulled all the knives out of the drawers. We thought he was a suicide threat.
God, give your grace this night to Tim, Jessica, Tiffany. Reveal yourself to them, Lord, so that they might understand what has happened this night.
Across town, Janet's sister, Joan Croft, learns the heartbreaking news.
The night Janet died, we had already gone to bed. Your mind just kind of goes crazy.
There's been an accident.
My
Let me ask you a question. You know what? I'm a big huge in you. Hopefully, I will get to watch you next week. It's just okay. You know what I did? Cover this one. Okay. But every everybody see um I'll see you this year. But
Babe, I'm leaving. I must be on my way. The time is drawing near. My train is going. I see it in your eyes. The love, the need, your tears. But I'll be lonely without you. And I'll need your love to see me through. So please believe me, my heart is in your hands, and I'll be missing you. You know it's you, babe. Whenever I get weary and I've had enough, feel like giving up. You know it's you, babe, giving me the courage and the strength I need. Please believe that it's true. Babe, I love you. It's you, babe, giving me the courage and the strength I need. Please believe that it's true. Babe, I love you. Babe, I'm leaving. I'll say it once again. Somehow try to smile. I know the feeling we're trying to forget. If only for a while. But I'll be lonely without you. And I'll need your love to see me through. So please believe me, my heart is in your hands, and I'll be missing you. Babe, I love you. Babe, I love you.